If I open this right now, would you believe that there's nail polish inside?
Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Advaiti. I am a nail artist and swatcher, and recently mooncat came out with their latest Star Wars collab collection. So this collection has 7 polishes, and mooncat was kind enough to send me all 7 polishes as well as the collection box in PR. So thank you mooncat for that. So for this video, I wanted to go over what those polishes look like. I'll be doing an unboxing video of the collection box, showing you the swatches and giving you my overall thoughts on the collection. So if you want to skip ahead to just see the swatches, feel free to do so, but for now, let's jump into the unboxing.
So this is what the collection box looks like. It has a textured face of Darth Vader on it on the front, and on the side it says the name of the collection, Join the Dark Side. And along the edge here, it has a lot of Star Wars imagery, like ships from Star Wars, including the Death Star and the TIE Fighter. There's a lot of iridescent red accents on this box. On the other side, there's Mooncat's logo in that same iridescent red. And I was also able to spot the Galactic Empire symbol. So finally we get to opening the box and seeing what's inside. This collection comes with a magnetic wand because there's 6 magnetic polishes. There's also this nail file which has the Star Wars logo on it. I did want to mention that the backside of this nail file is completely smooth, so it's actually just a one-sided nail file, but it does have the Death Star and some more of that Star Wars imagery that we saw in the box. So moving on to the polish cartons. The cartons are always my favorite because mooncat is always so creative with the imagery and details when designing a collab collection box like this. We're seeing some more of that red iridescent Star Wars print on the back here, and a Darth Vader on the lid of the carton. And I also wanted to show you the limited edition bottles that mooncat makes for all of their collab collections. This time it says Star Wars on the front with Darth Vader's face. What I thought was really cool was that the inside of the carton was a collage of stormtroopers and Darth Vader's face, along with the Galactic Empire symbol. The inside of the lid is honestly equally as cool. The imagery is really, really beautiful. And it also contains the nail art stickers that come with this collection inside this little pouch called Join the Dark Side and Galactic Empire. Some of these stickers are actually glow in the dark, which I thought was super, super cool. You can see which ones they are here. And the inside of the lid has very similar imagery to what we saw on the outside of the box. I wanted to point out that the box itself has the name of the polish written under where they're kept. I really like that because for special collections like this, I like to store my polishes in the box in the order that they came in. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but I like it that way. The first polish is called A Galaxy Far, Far Away. If you didn't know, the words In a Galaxy Far, Far Away are written on the screen in blue at the start of every Star Wars film. So I'm sure that's why mooncat decided to start with this polish at the start of their collection. The base of this polish is a black jelly base, and it has a very prominent aqua blue magnetic line. It also has red and blue flakies, which I'm sure is because of the red and blue lightsabers. Michelle, who is the CEO and the designer of the polishes for mooncat, mentioned that the red and blue flakies in combination in this polish represent the duality of good and evil. So I did 3 coats. I really like how the red and blue flakies pop after magnetizing the polish. I think unmagnetized 2 coats would be enough, but since this base is black jelly, I needed 3 coats to make it fully opaque. The next polish is called Star Destroyer, and it's the only polish in this collection that isn't magnetic. If you didn't know, Star Destroyers are a whole class of ships from Star Wars. They are extremely strong and super scary and meant to intimidate their enemies by literally their sheer size. So this polish is a frosty metallic foil polish. It has a lot of silvery metallic flakies in it. I think the base of this polish is actually like a very faint blue. I don't think it's a clear base. It also has kind of hidden under all of the foils tiny holographic glitters, which you'll see when I show you the swatch with my phone flash. I did a total of 2 coats with this polish, so here's what that looks like. Thinking of the name Star Destroyer, that ship class is such a massive ship. It definitely makes a statement, and I think this polish does the same. The silver flakies are so eye-catching and the polish really pops. The third polish is called Dawn of the Empire. The name is a commonly used phrase in the movies, and it refers to the time period where the Galactic Empire rose to power. The polish itself is a base of black jelly with a sharp red magnetic line. That's all there is to the formula itself for this polish, but you can see that the magnetic glitters are very strong. Unmagnetized, this polish would look like a shimmery red, but when it's magnetized, along with that black jelly, I get the feeling that it represents the Galactic Empire, who, with the red lightsabers, are kind of beckoning us to join the dark side during this time period of the dawn of the Empire. So I did just need 2 coats for opacity for this polish, so here's what that looks like. And under the flash, the magnet line really pops, but you can tell that there's not any hidden glitters in that base. The fourth polish is called Death Star, and it is a silvery shimmery magnetic polish with a silver holographic base. So many of you know that the Death Star is one of the most recognizable symbols from Star Wars, and it's seen all over the collection box, the lid, the carton, nail stickers, and even the nail file. The Death Star in Star Wars is a very powerful space station that belonged to the Galactic Empire, and it was capable of destroying whole planets. It was a base for Darth Vader's operations, and it had this super laser that could destroy planets. In the movies, the super laser is green, but I like to think that the magnetic line that's showing up here in this polish is its own super laser. For me, this polish needed 2 coats for opacity. Unmagnetized, it looks like a shimmery silver with some holographic glitters peeking through, but when it's magnetized, the entire base is revealed to be this very intense holographic base. The fifth polish is called Lord Vader, and it has a red shimmery base with a very bright silver magnetic line. Darth Vader was first called Lord Vader when he joined the dark side and became a figure of power, and shortly after that, he adopted his new red lightsaber. In lots of images that you'd find of Darth Vader, you can see the glow of red surrounding his lightsaber, but when you look at the actual beam of light, it's always this like very bright white. I think that's the whole inspiration behind this polish as well. The magnetic line represents the beam that is coming out of the lightsaber, and the red shimmery base represents the glow that you'll find on Darth Vader's lightsaber. It needed 2 coats for me to become opaque, and I really appreciate how striking this magnetic line is. The Sith polish is called Imperial Stormtrooper, and it's actually both a thermal polish as well as a magnetic polish. This is the first time mooncat has ever made a polish like this, and it transitions from black when cold to gray when warm. Everyone knows stormtroopers as the guys who wore the white uniform, but stormtroopers can wear many different colored uniforms depending on the role that they play within the Galactic Empire. The most common colors are white, black, and gray. So I think that explains the inspiration behind this polish, since it transitions from black to gray with the common stormtrooper white showing up in the magnetic line. It took me 2 coats for opacity, and the cool thing is that when this polish is magnetized, the base still has a nice faint shimmer in it, which is a pretty nice touch. I just warmed this polish up with my filming lamp because my lamp is so hot and my fingers are always so cold. The base shimmers really pop under this phone flash. The final polish is called Scum and Villainy. It is a dark brown polish with bronze flakies, and it has a silvery pink magnetic line. Scum and Villainy is a phrase spoken by Obi-Wan Kenobi when referencing the people who lived on the planet Tatooine, which is originally Anakin's home planet. The planet is a very dusty, sandy desert planet with really harsh heat. The cool thing about Tatooine is that it orbits 2 suns, which gives it a very iconic twin sunsets. So I really think that's the inspiration behind this polish. The base is a dark brown with the bronze flakies, so that really represents the desert, and the pink magnetic line that's showing up represents the beautiful twin sunsets that this planet has. This polish actually required 3 coats for me to get it to opacity. That could be because I made my first coat a little thin. But I think it's totally fine because the bronze flakies in the base add a lot more dimension, and adding more layers means more dimensions.
So that was what all 7 polishes looked like. What do you all think? I personally really like this collection. I think it would be a great addition to anybody's nail polish collection. But personally, I do tend to like Mooncat's collab collections a lot since they always put so much thought and detail into designing the polishes, naming the polishes, the collection box, and all of the imagery that's involved. So for me, it's a yes. However, I can understand that if you are not a magnetics lover, this collection may be a bit of a disappointment to you since only 1 polish out of all of the 7 is non-magnetic. I do think that Mooncat put so many magnetics in this collection because of the force, how you're literally using the magnetic force to create the look that you want. The great thing about magnetics is that you can wear them in cat eye, velvet, or just unmagnetized. And I do think that unmagnetized, the polishes look great, so that's always an option. For people who haven't seen the movies or aren't necessarily Star Wars fans, I think individual polishes might be a lot more appealing for you. I have not seen the movies, I'm sorry, but I tried to do a lot of research for this video, and understanding the naming process and the designing of the polishes really made me feel so much more connected to this collection, which is why I tried to include some of that research into this video for those who didn't necessarily know the backstory behind these design choices. For pricing, the full collection along with the collection box is $131. Each magnetic polish is $16. Star Destroyer, which is the only non-magnetic polish in this collection, is priced at $15. The nail file is $8, and the nail art stickers, which some are glow in the dark, are $12. So knowing all of that, let me know if you picked up anything from this collection, if you got the full set, or if you just picked up individual polishes. Please let me know in the comments, and I really appreciate everyone who has stuck around so far towards the end of this video. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, it would really mean so much to me. And since this is my first YouTube video, let me know if you have any feedback. I would really appreciate it. I'm always trying to improve, so any feedback would mean a lot to me. And so I think that's it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. There's a dog barking outside. Can you all hear that? Ugh.